Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching Channels Television celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. This is the news at 10. A reminder of our major stories tonight. Directorate of State Services clamps down on the judiciary, arrests some judges over alleged corrupt practices and misconduct. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike foils attempt by the DSS to arrest a judge in Port Harcourt, says action is ill-timed. The Nigerian Bar Association demands unconditional release of arrested judges, insists Nigeria is not under military rule. And death toll in the hurricane devastation in Haiti rises to almost 900. To remember that all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from the respective stores. Besides the news and updates, the Channels TV app has an Eyewitness feature. We encourage you to use it to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. Now to some of the pictures you send into our Eyewitness portal. First is this one from Apo area of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. Our Eyewitness reporter wants cattle loitering on motorways totally stopped. It's followed by this picture from Capitol Road in Agege area of Lagos State. Our Eyewitness reporter says this firefighter's vehicle has been abandoned on the road for days. He wants the authorities to take action on this. Staying in Lagos, our Eyewitness reporter sent this in from Apapa Road. He wants the authorities to look into the messy state of this road. We got this picture from Ikoton-Igondo area, also in Lagos State. Our Eyewitness reporter is asking the government to construct an efficient drainage system for the area. There's this one from Anifowoshe area of Ikeja. Our Eyewitness reporter wants the government to look into the recurrent flooding in the area. We thank you for sending in those pictures and urge you to keep them coming. President Muhammadu Buhari has challenged newly commissioned military officers to support the federal government's effort in the war against Boko Haram insurgency and militancy in the Niger Delta region. The president made this declaration while addressing graduating military cadets of the 63rd Regular Course during their passing out parade from the Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna State. While commending the graduating cadets on their enlistment as military officers, the president asked them to exhibit high sense of professionalism and patriotism. "129 cadets of the 63rd Regular Course made up of the Army, Navy and Air Force to be commissioned as officers. The passing out parade is significant because this is the first time the Nigerian Defense Academy is graduating female cadets after 52 years of its existence.
Let me recognize the presence of the curator, National Museum, Kaduna.
The arrival of the president, who is the reviewing officer of the parade, signals the commencement of the colorful ceremony that attracted so many dignitaries. A beautiful march past in both quick and slow time. While at the academy, the newly commissioned officers were exposed to rigorous training in basic military subjects and outdoor training exercise. 6 among those who distinguished themselves received special awards from the President. Addressing the new officers, President Buhari reminds them that they are called to serve even the war-torn areas and restates government's resolve to confront the resurgence in the Niger Delta if the agitators fail to embrace dialogue.
You are indeed moving into a path of honor, sacrifice, and responsibility. Therefore, as you step out of this noble institution, your character will determine how far you can go. Endeavor to be patriotic and exhibit the highest level of discipline and loyalty to one Nigeria.
The Nigerian Defense Academy was established in 1964 to provide primary military officer training for the Nigerian Armed Forces. Since its inception, the Academy has graduated over 18,000 military officers, including those from neighboring African countries. In Ogun State, voting to elect officials into the 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas has ended. In Abeokuta, the state capital, the exercise witnessed a large turnout of voters in some of the polling centers visited. However, voting materials were said to have arrived late at some other centers. While the police promised to ensure adequate security throughout the exercise, the state governor, Ibikunle Amosun, said the poll is history made.
The streets of Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, remain calm and peaceful. The youth engaged in a game of football as eligible voters exercise their civic rights to elect their representatives at the third tier of government. As early as 8 a.m., voters could be seen casting their vote for candidates of their choice. Adequate security were also deployed at strategic places to ensure a peaceful conduct. But at this particular polling unit in Itaiko, there's a disagreement among the party agents and the presiding officer over the simultaneous accreditation and voting process adopted by the electoral body. And in some polling units, accreditation and voting starts behind schedule. This is attributed to the mix-up in the election materials taken to the voting centers.
Discovered that there's a mix-up. So this is Zenith 1, and we are supposed to be in Zenith 2. So unfortunately, we are dropped here, which is Zenith 1, and the list that we have here is not tally with people that are on ground to vote. But I've called my returning officer, and he's on ground right now.
The state governor, Ibikunle Amosun, and his wife cast their votes at the Ajura Ward 4 Unit 1 in Obafemi Owode local government area of the state. Voting over, the state governor said history is being made as the election will usher in representatives of the people at the grassroots level.
This election is more important than even maybe the governorship and other elections. Not just even in the importance of being the closest to the grassroots, but because this is the first time in the history of our state. We are about 40 years and a half now, indeed almost going to 41 years, when we are going to have LCDA alongside our local government. All of us in Ogun State, we should congratulate ourselves. And I'm happy from the report that I'm getting, because I've been monitoring while home before coming here now, that we have behaved in a way that we've all known us for. And that is that we are Ogun State and we have what we call Ogun Standard.
In all, The exercise remains peaceful, as the State Commissioner of Police who monitored the process expresses satisfaction with the level of comportment.
If you plan, you succeed. If you don't plan, you fail. We have strategized and we have planned. We are carrying out our strategies on D-Day. That is what you are seeing.
The results of the election is still being awaited.
The Edo State Governor-elect, Godwin Obaseki, has reassured the people of the state that he will not go back on his campaign promises when he takes over as governor. Mr. Obaseki gave the assurance while addressing a crowd of supporters that accompanied him on a road walk from Ramat Park to the King's Square in Benin City. The governor-elect reaffirmed that his priority remains empowerment and job creation, in addition to sustaining the efforts of Governor Adams Oshomole in infrastructural development.
These excited supporters make their way from Ramat Park through Ikuba Slope of Okwava Street to the King's Square in Benin City. Their excitement is all about the victory of the All Progressives Congress candidate in the Edo governorship election. The governor-elect, Godwin Obaseki, is also not left out in the celebration as he dances to the popular Korede Bello tune, God Win. As the march continues, the crowd grows larger and other excited passers-by wave their approval. At the King's Square, more tunes of thanksgiving rend the air.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, my Lord.
The deputy governor-elect assures the people that the era of youth development has come.
By the grace of God, our governor don't talk say, we youths now walk, now we go walk. I mean, he's saying go bring job, I mean. That's true. I will never change. I will not go change. The only change when they cost time is say we're given a job. And by the grace of God, my governor, you know, say they talk, say they go walk.
For the governor-elect, the next 4 years will be devoted to improving the lives of Edo people.
Join me. What around the 192 words for Edo? And I work for that certificate for me. And by the grace of God, because when I work for me to get that certificate, I go work for now. I go work for now. Because I get person. When you don't lay the foundation, not so. All the work when I want to do now, on top of the work when you don't start, not so. Or somebody don't try for us.
With these words of assurance, this team appears set to give their best in governance of Edo State.
Still in the Edo State capital, the Benin Traditional Council has continued activities that will lead to the coronation ceremony of a new traditional ruler of Benin Kingdom, the Oba of Benin. This follows the failure of the Ogame family to secure an injunction from the appellate court to stop the installation on the ground of non-inclusion of the reenactment of the Ekagbodo Treaty in the program of events. The counsel to the Benin Traditional Council and the Edo State government, Charles Edosonwa, says the ceremony will continue in line with the appeal court order. Still ahead on the news at 10, elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark demands a review of derivation formula as part of steps to ending militancy in the Niger Delta. Please join us again.